There are yachts sitting in Dubai right now that cost more than most people will earn in 10 lifetimes. Nobody is on them. Nobody is coming for them. And in some cases, nobody even wants them anymore. That last part is the one that should stop you cold. Dubai's marinas stretch for miles along a coastline engineered to look like wealth itself. The Palm Jumeirah, Dubai Marina, Port Rashid, and scattered across all of them, between the gleaming superyachts of active billionaires, are vessels that haven't moved in years. Paint peeling at the waterline. Ropes green with algae. Windows clouded with salt and neglect. Some of them still have furniture inside. Personal belongings. Shoes left at the entrance like their owner just stepped out for a moment and never came back. This isn't a story about wealth. It's a story about what happens after wealth. Dubai became the symbol of a specific kind of dream in the 2000s. It was the place where ambition had no ceiling. Where you could arrive with nothing and leave with everything. Where the skyline changed every 6 months because someone always had a bigger idea. And yachts were the ultimate proof of arrival. Not a house. Not a car. A yacht, because a yacht says you don't just own things, you own movement. You own freedom. So what does it mean when that freedom gets abandoned at the dock? Here's something most people never consider. Owning a yacht is not the expensive part. A mid-range luxury yacht in Dubai might run you $2 to $5 million to buy. The running costs per year can hit 10 to 15% of that purchase price. Crew salaries, fuel, maintenance, berthing fees, insurance, repairs. A vessel that never moves still costs money every single day. And the moment the owner's cash flow slows down, or the business deal collapses, or the legal trouble starts, the yacht becomes the first thing that gets quietly left behind. Because here's the part nobody tells you before they sell you the dream. You can walk away from a yacht much more easily than a house. There's no mortgage company knocking on your door the next morning. There's no eviction process. You just stop showing up. And so some of these owners did exactly that. They stopped showing up. And the boats stayed. The 2008 financial crisis hit Dubai harder than its image admitted at the time. Overnight, projects were frozen. Developers fled. Some people literally left their cars at the airport, keys still in the ignition, and boarded a flight home to avoid debt collectors. The yachts were no different. A few of them have been sitting in the same berth since then. More than 15 years without moving. Think about that for a second. 15 years. Salt water and sun do things to a vessel that's forgotten. The hull warps. The electrics corrode. Wood rots in places you can't easily see. What was once worth millions slowly becomes worth less than the cost of the repairs needed to make it float properly again. And Dubai's marina authorities are caught in a strange position. Some of these vessels technically still have owners on record. People living in other countries. People who may or may not be reachable. People who may be in legal disputes over the vessel. You cannot simply auction off a boat because it looks bad. There are processes. And in some cases, those processes take longer than the boat has left in it. There are vessels in the Dubai Marina area that locals have watched decline for so long they've given them names. Unofficial names. The way you name a stray cat in your neighborhood. They become part of the landscape. Part of the story of a place that was once the fastest growing city on Earth. But here's the shift in perspective that makes this more than just a story about rich people's problems. Most of the people who bought these yachts were not old money. They were not aristocrats. They were not people who grew up with inherited wealth and a family office managing their affairs. Many of them were first-generation wealthy. People who came from ordinary backgrounds, built something significant, got caught up in a culture that equated visible spending with success, and stretched far past what was actually sustainable. The yacht was not just a luxury. It was a performance. Proof to themselves and everyone watching that they had made it. And that performance has a cost that doesn't show up on any invoice. There's a particular kind of quiet that settles over a marina at 4 in the morning. If you've ever been near water late at night, you know what it sounds like. Ropes tapping against metal. The low hum of generators on the boats that are still lived in. Water moving beneath everything. It's one of the few sounds in Dubai that has nothing to do with construction or ambition or speed. And somewhere in that quiet, a $15 million vessel is slowly becoming part of the seafloor it was never supposed to touch. People talk about Dubai like it's immune to consequences. Like the rules of economics and time and gravity that apply everywhere else somehow don't apply there. But these yachts are a direct argument against that idea. They are the consequence. Sitting in full view, if you know where to look and what you're actually seeing. There's a lesson in here that has nothing to do with yachts specifically. The dream and the cost of the dream are usually sold to you separately. First you see the arrival. The marina. The sun deck. The life that seems to exist outside of normal time. Then, quietly, much later, you find out what maintaining that arrival actually requires. Not just financially. Mentally. Relationally. The energy it takes to keep performing a version of success that was never quite honest to begin with. The abandoned yachts of Dubai are not a tragedy in the traditional sense. Nobody died. Nobody starved. But they are a kind of ghost story. They are what's left when the story someone told about themselves stops being true, and nobody wanted to stick around to deal with the ending. The ones that get reclaimed, auctioned off, stripped for parts, or quietly towed away at least get a resolution. A final chapter. But the ones still sitting there, right now, today, in the warm salt air of the Arabian Gulf, are still mid-sentence. Still waiting for someone to come back and finish what they started. And somewhere, probably in a different country, living a much quieter life than they once imagined for themselves, an owner knows exactly which boat is theirs. Knows the berth number. Knows what's still inside. And chooses, every single day, not to go back. That is the real story of those yachts. Not the money. Not the spectacle. The choice to leave the most visible version of yourself behind, and never once return to explain why.